Hey you guys, namaste. All right, I'm Pickles. Thanks for coming today. We're trying to do a little get-togethers for you all to do maybe a pose of the day, pose of the week kind of thing. Thank you guys for visiting our YouTube video for an introduction to pranayama. So starting right at the beginning, basic entry-level stuff, and you all know it, but it's called Adho Mukha Svanasana. It's just downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So what happens to us is the deeper and the further along we practice, we may have these elaborate 20-year practices of 5 times a week. Well, we become complacent, and sometimes we forget about the subtleties, the subtle layers in a very generic posture like down dog. So maybe it's nice to be reminded, and this is not in any way, shape, or form to tell you that you don't have a badass down dog, because I'm sure you do, but every once in a while, and especially yoga teachers, I'm the first one to be guilty of this, I'm constantly talking in my down dog, you know? So I forget about all the nuances, the subtleties, but again, I remind you over and over again, this is where the gems are hidden. And if you take for granted the postures, you lose the opportunity of that glimpse of harmony, that glimpse of balance. And I'm going to find it because Iyengar promised it, but he said that there was indescribable joy in some of these postures when you hit and hold them with honesty, like the sweet spot. So Adho Mukha Svanasana is part of your sun salutations, your Surya Namaskars, and it's a downward facing dog. And just like it, and we'll get into the mythology another time, we're going to do a mythology video workshop for you very, very soon. If you wouldn't mind me, my trusty assistant, Lily Lawler, black belt, 3rd degree black belt in yoga. Oh, come on. All right, downward facing dog. So, and she's got a very good one too. So here's the deal, you're going to be there for a while, don't hyperextend the back just yet. All right, so first things first, when you're reminded to get into down dog, however you get here, if you're jumping back or if you're in a sun salutation or not, the very first thing, once you land at this particular point, is to press down through. So to energize through the index finger and thumb, and then press the mat away. Spread the fingers wide. Take weight out of the sole of the hand, bring it to the ball of the hand, and then we'll move up. So at this point here, you're going to slowly externally rotate the shoulders, sending the eyes and the elbows slightly forward, opening up the upper back. Now, softening the head, neck, shoulders, you bring your gaze either to your toes, your knees, or up to your navel, or just let the head hang heavy. Then, after that, you're going to send the back end of the posterior side of the body as you take the heels and they'll yearn for the floor. They're not always going to get there. But if they don't, who cares? It's not important. That's ego. That's the shit that you have. The posture is going to appear when your eyes are closed. Sorry, I know your shoulders are probably tired. You're going to engage the quads, lift, 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 so tactile. When you go ahead and adjust the student, as soon as you touch, boom, they contract the quads. Lengthen the space in the skin along the back of the knees. Good, and then take take tension out of the head, neck, shoulders, and face, and distribute the weight evenly in the head, in the hands and feet, That is Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. This is not always going to be like this, so bring forward, yes, align the back slowly, change the back, send the action towards the heels, lift the hips higher than the heart, and benefit from the inversion qualities of this practice. Good, very, very good. Lift the heels, bend the knees, come and sit. Alrighty, so that wraps it up quickly on a posture otherwise known as downward facing dog, and in your Sanskrit circle of friends, if you want to look cool when you're out with having drinks with friends, you say my Adho Mukha Svanasana. But anyway, downward dog, simple. If it's not a helpful tutorial for you and you only remember one little hint, good, because complacency is something that happens in yoga. And if you go back every once in a while and you are, you're the badass yoga teacher that does this 5 times a day, whatever the case may be, maybe it's you that this will benefit most, and maybe this will just be that little reminder that shows you that there's tons of gems in the very, very obvious. So sometimes the beauty in these postures are sometimes hidden in plain sight. And this beautiful posture, it's one that connects everything in your vinyasa flows. It's throughout all the Surya Namaskars, the sun salutations. You'll find it in Ashtanga Shivamukti. You'll find it in Shivananda. You'll find it in Kundalini. You'll find it in Vinyasa Yogas, Hatha Yoga, and integral. So every place you go, you're going to find a down dog. You might as well do it right. That's it. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. Next week, we'll get you something else. Peace and light, y'all. Namaste.